Okay, so you just basically go to the new link that is the dome viewclass.com. So, and once you're on the main page, you'll see something like this. You just need to enter your Iqama or your national ID number. Then click on I'm not a robot. Once it's loaded, it'll sign in, or you can click on it if it does not sign in on its own. Then, as an educator, you need to check out if you have multiple schools that you're teaching in. For example, this educator here is teaching in multiple grades, let's say elementary, middle, and high. So you once you've checked accordingly and let's say selected the relevant school, then you need to go into virtual classes. Before going into the virtual classes, you can also see on your screen on the left, for example, your full schedule. Okay, so once you open up the full schedule, you can see that there is nothing here in the middle school schedule. Perhaps the schedule is there for elementary boys, but this educator, there is nothing there as well. So let's check out the high. If we look in the high, we are able to see that there is a schedule. So knowing that you have multiple accesses, you need to choose the relevant that you're in. Once you're in, you can see that this educator's got a lot of different periods throughout the days. Now, what you need to do is click on the virtual classes here on the left. Once you're in here, you can see that there is no data available in the table. Once you've created the classes, they'll appear here in the shape of a list. So how do you create the classes? You just click on Add Virtual Classroom, right? And once you've clicked, you can name it. For example, first period on Sunday. Then you can have mechanics, grade 11. AS. For example, this is my the name of the lesson. Okay, so I'm gonna set from external URL. I'm showing this option because those specifically who are looking forward to having an access through Zoom. So how do you find that external URL? You simply need to open your Zoom, and once you're logged in, you need to schedule a meeting. So what do you name the meeting? It can be the same as the title of your class. So I just copy pasted it here. Then let's say it is today, Tuesday, August the 31st, and I can set the timing, for example, to be 4:15 p.m. and I can set the timings to be, for example, 0 hours and 30 minutes. Now, instead of having a personal meeting ID, I prefer to have a generate automatically meeting ID, right? And instead of the waiting room, use the passcode and set the passcode to be, for example, 6 zeros and remove the waiting room option. It is crucial that you remove the waiting room option so that the learners, once they click on the join the classroom, they can immediately join. Now, in the videos, of course, you can have these on and you can click on other calendars. So you just get the message and then you can click on save. Once you have this message, you can copy the meeting ID from here. You can just select from here to here and you can just click Control C, the CTRL-C buttons together. And you can then click Control V, the CTRL V buttons together, and you can paste the link over here. Once you're done with that, you can easily set the timings over here for the class. So because you can see the link is asking for the passcode, so I'll just enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as I set it up over there. And now what you've got is you can simply select the right grade for your class, and then I need to choose this one. Now the beautiful thing is the system, because it is automatically connected to the schedule, it'll tell me if the first period that I called it to be, is it the first period today or is it the 8th? Okay, so it is the 8th. So what I'm going to do is simply change the naming here and call it the 8th period. And once I've done that, I can just select here, for example, it's the 30-minute period, and I can select the duration here, and then I can simply click on the timings. I have to set up the timings. I missed out. Just take a look, and I checked it out. So the timings, let's say, for the 8th period are 4:15 p.m., right? So I'll just choose the timing to be 16:15. Okay, so this is 4:15 p.m., right? Because it's international timing, and I can click on save. Once I've clicked on save, the edit successfully, came in front on the screen, and now I can see here in the list what do I have. So on the time, let's say at 16:15 or 4:15, I just click on view. Once I click on view, now I can launch the meeting, right? And the meeting will be launched. So that was something that I wanted to show you all, right? That's it for today. I hope everyone knows how to create a virtual class of their own, and everybody will have the whole list of all of the lessons per day at the end of the day that they have in the next day. So every day at the end of the day, you can just create all the classes, and this is of course going to go on for this week, hopefully. In the next week, we'll be improving the system, and we'll be working on making sure that the things are becoming much easier